Hey everybody, it's Curly Cuban Dominican, and we are on week 9. Like, geez, this program's going by really, really fast. So today was a rainy day. It was really dreary. So I'm sure nobody felt like being in class. I know I certainly felt like bailing. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna kick it to you real. I didn't want to go to class. For at least a good 2 hours before class, I was like, I'm just not gonna go. I'm gonna come up with some reason to not go, and I'm just not gonna go. But I went on and went because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you paid for. So we did creative nail design, which is like the nail art portion of the textbook, which was pretty cool. I didn't do my homework. I'm not gonna lie. The homework was to do 4 pink and white nails, which is crazy because that's my favorite style of nail. That is probably what you will see me wear the most. Um, but it's an intimidating because it's a 2 color monomer polymer type situation. So we were supposed to do 4 of those. We were also supposed to do an entire nail wheel of the different flat art techniques like stripes and dots and commas and squiggly lines and all that kind of stuff. So we actually had a chance to do that hands on today. I have begun to purchase acrylic paint. I'm buying mine at Walmart. They're like 50 cents. So I usually buy like $1 to $2 worth every time I go in there. And after a while, I'll have a pretty large collection, but I need to get the basics. Like I need to get my primary, my secondary, my tertiary colors, all that good stuff, which is, you know, in the chapter. We also touched base on things like the French twist, fantasy nail art competitions overall, 3D art, um, which I've never had 3D art when I think of. No, yes, I have. I've had 3D art before. It's just been a really long time. I was like in my early 20s when I was into that kind of stuff. You know, like the multicolors, wild nails, all that stuff. We also briefly touched on simplifying the chemistry of nail products, which is kind of tying into the monomer polymer chapter as well as the UV gel chapter. So it's not too tough. I don't think it'll be tough. The workbook was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 pages long, which that's nothing in the grand scheme of homework. And then more homework that we have that was assigned today. So now I have 2 sets of homework to turn in Thursday is to do a 5 nail design set. So it has to be, she wants to check you for uniformity. So, um, I didn't get a chance to finish my classmate's nail, because I came in early. I told her last week I would come in early because last week I got all the way down to her thumbnail and we had to leave. It was like her last one. Um, so that was that. Did my nails again. They look a whole lot. I'm a lot more confident about the shape this time. It's not perfect, but it's better than the first set. Way better. So we're going to continue into that. We're going to have our nail art test with the next vlog. So when you see me again, I will have taken that test. And also, we're just going to probably just practice more with nail art because it's something, it's just like monomer and polymer and UV. Nail enhancement, period, outside of polish. You have to keep doing it to get better at it. I literally am, I'm right-handed till I die, but I really worked it out on this side. I'm really impressed with this side because I don't use my left hand for anything. So that's something I need to break myself out of. And my teacher was impressed with my progress. I mean, like I said, I'm my harshest critic. So, I mean, I see little things that I could have done a little differently. SOS on my drill. I had to send it back. It just up and stopped working. So that sucks because I'm not ready to buy the drill that I really want. That costs a whole lot more money. But I'm going to get, she gave me a loaner drill, which shows the difference just in between that drill and the one I'm sending back. The vibration is a whole lot higher. So I really would like to, hurry up and get a replacement after I get my refund. And that's it for the first day of week 9 of nail school. We are winding down to the finish line. So I have a lot of work to do. A lot, a lot, a lot. Still a little intimidated about putting acrylic on other people's hands because it's like if you screw up, you gotta take it off, and it's just a process. So that's all I can think of. I would say, well, I am gonna say, if you have a favorite nail tech that you follow, or you're a nail technician yourself, I would love to see your nail art. Uh, Whether it be 3D nail art, flat nail art, mixed media, which is using more than one medium to create the design. Um, Fantasy nails, I would love to see, some people who are into that. It seems a little intimidating right now for me as a beginner, so I'm not gonna attempt that just yet. I'm just gonna stick with just trying to get uh, my bead right, and that's it. Yeah. So if you have a favorite nail technician and their art is phenomenal, or if you know somebody who has great beginner art tutorials, I'll take that as well in the comment box. And I'll see you guys for part 2 of week 9. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Curly Cuba Mannequin coming to you with part 2 of week 9. Today we jumped straight into testing, which we did the Creative Touch test, which is the chapter that touched on nail art. And just all the different things that have to do with nail art, from the basic French manicure to the French twist to flat art to 3D art, mixed media, sculptured stuff, like all that creative stuff, the fun stuff. That takes a lot of practice. So, how you gotta respect the craft. People who do this and make it look effortlessly have probably been practicing. So, I think I did pretty good on the test. I would say at least a 90. If I scored any lower than that, I would be surprised. So after that, we jumped straight into kind of like just working on different stuff. This is different from aesthetics because we had a lot more hands-on time versus theory, because we had so many more hours ago. Like, we were done with theory way, 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 way before we, we're done with our practical hours. But with this one, it's kind of a, I don't know how to describe it. It just feels like it's going too fast almost. So we've been using these for the practice that I was just mentioning. We use these things called nail wheels. As you can tell, I have 5 and 5 painted. I have to give her a 5 set design where everything looks uniform. So that's that. And then I have homework I need to catch up on. I did catch up on a little bit of it today. Learning pink and whites, which I'll talk to you guys about that in just a second. I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on. But we've been learning how to but use the tools like the striper brush, the line brush, the dotter tool, all that kind of stuff, and push, pull, and position and pressure, and all those technical artsy terms. She recommended taking like a class at Michael's to kind of get a better swing of it. So I don't know, I might look into it, but you can tell a big difference if my light doesn't drown it out, which it looks like it is. I may have to insert a picture. But you can tell where I first got the striper and didn't know what I was doing and picking up too much paint. But the dotting tool was really easy. That was like one of the easiest designs I could do, was with the dotter. So, working on it. Now back to those pink and whites that I said I was going to discuss. That is my favorite style of nail. I fell in love with it like around, 2006. And I mean, faithfully got that style every single time I got my nails done, because it's so versatile. It matches everything. You don't ever have to worry about, like, does this color match what I'm... Hey, that matches. Does it match what I'm wearing? So this is something that you need to master. It even says that in the book. If you want to stay out in this field where it's very competitive, you definitely need to know your French manicure or your pink and whites, which you can't see them. And it's probably a good thing you can't, because my smile line is all jacked up, which is why we have more pink and whites to do this weekend instead of 10. The smile line is kind of like the hardest thing for me. So if you know a tutorial that makes it easier, drop it right on down there in those comments below. Simply because you have to get the smile line right. I mean, whether you're painting it, but if you're sculpting it especially, because once that, monomer polymer hardens, So that's pretty much all we did, and we're using the acrylic paints, like I said, for the learning the different art brushes. The nail art competitions were pretty cool. Seeing some of that mixed media, which is using more than one medium to create nail art. It it takes a lot of dedication to do that. I mean, 300 hours on a set of nails. You better win some money. But that was pretty much all we did. And then we also, Tuesday tying into today, we talked about the product chemistry. And then today we got more into just general chemistry, like what is chemistry, atoms, molecules, compound, elements, all that good stuff, states of matter, stuff that you probably do with your kids if you have elementary, middle school kids for their homework. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the chemistry part isn't too foreign because you kind of got to do it in aesthetics. But I will not lie, I do not like chemistry, not my thing. So got tons of workbook and textbook stuff to do this weekend. But let us pray that I get this smile line thing right, because I really would like to master that. That's like one of the first things when she asked us when we went to our first day of class, like, what is it? What is something that you want to master? And not pink and white was my answer. So it's just time to challenge myself. That's all. So thank you for watching. If, again, you have any videos that'll help out with basic nail art techniques, as well as working on your smile line for pink and white sets, please put it in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you guys next week.